Hey everybody, good morning. I am here in Washington State. Today I am exploring Clark's Creek, which is a beautiful park in Puyallup, Washington. I'm a little bit cold, but it's not too terribly ridiculously cold. I'm wearing my fleece winter or fleece raincoat. I've been having a hard time lately, you guys, because I literally just spent the last 2 days in my car driving from Nevada to Washington. My brain is completely dead. So anyway, we're here, and I wanted to explore this place with you because it's so special to me. It's, I grew up in this city, so in Puyallup, and so I have been in this park since I was a little kid. Probably when I was about 5 is when we moved here, 4 or 5. But I just remember being here with my siblings, my brothers and sisters, and climbing up these hills and going to the fish hatchery, which is down the way here. I don't know if I'll be able to get all the way there today because I do have a job interview a little bit later. But it's such a beautiful place, and I really wanted to be able to share it with you guys. In just a second, I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see. And if you're watching the replay, you can still leave me comments and stuff like that. I'm a little bit out of breath because I just drank so much coffee, you guys. I'm having an issue because I love drinking coffee, but I have to be careful because in Washington especially, because I'm so cold all the gosh darn time, that I drink too much coffee and tea. So I'm working on it. But anyway, we're here and it's so pretty. I'm going to turn it around because I'm coming into like the actual foresty part. But this place is pretty cool. So this is one part. It's really bright right there. This is one part, and there's a dog park here. There's 2 playgrounds. There's a tennis court. But of course, there's also these trails. And so I'm going to, without further ado, I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see. So 1 second. Settings. Oops. All right, here we go. Perfect. Okay. So, like I said, we're at Clark's Creek. Well, I am. I'm not with anybody right now, just me, all by my lonesome. But it's just a beautiful place. You can see there's like all these trees, and I don't know if you guys can hear, but birds chirping. It's so different for me to be here in Puyallup because I'm used to there being no trees. In fact, when I came into Idaho, I just started to cry, which was pretty ridiculous, but it's just crazy when you see how different places in the world can be. I love traveling. So over there, you can't really tell, but there's the dog park right there over that way. But, oh, I just saw something over there. But it's really incredible just to see how different places are, and you never know what you have until you don't have it anymore, right? I mean, that isn't to say that I didn't absolutely love my time in Las Vegas. I love the desert. I love the different energy from like out in the desert, not the city. I'm not a city person. I am a nature person, but it's nice to be back. It's nice to be back with all the smells so good, you guys. Like, I wish I could explain smell. Like, the smell in Las Vegas is so like dirty and stagnant and like just so different, dusty. And here it smells like new rain. It rained all night last night, which I had some amazing sleep. Oops, I hope that, let's see, sorry. I don't know if my camera is working. There we go. Sorry about that. So yeah, let me make sure this is still, feel like, oh no. There we go. Had a little technical issue there. But anywho, I feel like it's just so different here. I don't know where it cut off at, but because I am out here in the foresty area. But anyway, it's just a whole different smell. It just smells like new rain. It smells like trees and ferns and other green things. I don't know. It just smells good here. But yeah, so this is it. This is one of my favorite places here in Puyallup, that you can just go out into the trees and walk around and connect and ground. So this is a fantastic place for that. In fact, I will let you guys know. So Ryan is my fiance, and before we started dating, actually, it was probably around this time last year. We weren't quite dating yet, and we came here to go on a hike together. Oh, before I go on with the story, this is the hill that we used to climb when we were kids. And it's so crazy because when we were kids and climbing up this hill, it looked like a mountain. And when we got to the top, we were just like, oh my gosh, we're king and queen, whatever, of the mountain. And we'd be up there and we'd just be like so accomplished and happy. And, you know, we made it. But now when you look at it, it's really not that high up there, right? I'm not going to go up there right now because I'm wearing rain boots. But it's just so funny when you see things as an adult that you saw the exact same thing as a child. But it's so different. The perspective is so different. This is one of the parks here, the kids' parks. I don't know if I can zoom in. Nope, I can't zoom in, but it's over yonder there. Some picnic tables and stuff. But anyway, so Ryan and I came here and we were talking and walking, and we weren't actually even talking to each other. So I don't know if any of you have ever done this, but for him and I, when we go hiking, we don't really talk to each other. We're talking. We're both talking. But we're not talking to each other. We're just unloading and forgiving and releasing all this crap that we have pent up in us and letting it go back into the universe, back into nature, back into Gaia. But anyway, we were both here and we were talking and releasing a bunch of stuff, and we actually got lost. So he and I both were raised in this area, grew up in these woods, and we got lost, right? Which is like completely unheard of. We're gonna actually go this way, but we got lost anyway. We got to the top of this giant hill, which we're not at that part of the park here yet, but it is over there. But anyway, we got there and we just like did not recognize anything. Where are we? This is so weird. Never been to that part of the park. And we kept seeing like shadowy stuff. Hey, Sarah. No worries. Yeah, I saw that you said that you were on Facebook, and I'm like, bro, I'm on YouTube. Joke's on you. Ha ha ha. No, sorry. But anyway, we got lost, and we're up here, and we kept seeing all these like shadows and movement and all kinds of weird stuff out of the corners of our eyes. And it's funny because back then I really wasn't channeling or doing any mediumship, or I was still really developing, and this was a year ago. So immense growth for me in my gifts over the last year. But anyway, so I kept hearing there are two of us, right? And one is a friend and one is not. So I was telling Ryan, like, okay, there's two things here with us, like freaking out a little bit. And that sign never used to be there. That's new, and it's already been written on. Nice. Anyway, so blackberry bushes here. So anyway, we're up there and we're walking around and we're completely lost, mind you. And we're talking, and all of a sudden I get this. Yeah, it was a little bit freaky, but you know, it was cool because I didn't feel scared and he didn't feel scared. We felt protected. It wasn't like scary. I don't know. But anyway, we're walking around and I get this like past life vision of him. Oh, I just saw a squirrel. This past life vision of him like on a whole different planet, even like not even on Earth, and like escaping that world, that planet, because he had done something like really bad, like he had murdered his brother or something like that. And I kept seeing like this fight between him and somebody else. But anyway, so we're up there and we're having this thing, and we kept walking between, like, there was these two trees, and maybe one day I'll walk all the way up there when I have more time, but we just kept walking in between these two trees, and all of a sudden I got this other message saying you need to get to the bottom of the mountain. And it's not a mountain, it's a hill, but you need to get to the bottom. So I'm like, oh, Ryan, we need to go to the bottom. Like, I don't know what's going on, but we need to, ooh, that's cool. A little nook here. But anyway, you need to get to the bottom. So we got down to the bottom, and there was this coyote. And he was, you know, he wasn't close to us. He was just standing there, and he just stood there and watched us. He didn't look menacing. He didn't look mean or scared or anything. He just was standing there watching us. And after, like I said, about a minute, he ran away. And it was just this amazing experience of connection. Like I said, I didn't know really much about my gifts back then, but it was just really cool. That's a nice hill. I feel like we climbed up there before. How does it feel now? So being in these hills, or being in these woods now, it feels, oh, there's a woodpecker. It just feels so different because I haven't been here in so long, and reconnecting with it is so important to me and exciting. Just because I haven't been here in so long, and this is such a wonderful memory place, like a memory library, if you will. Not just of my adult life, but of my childhood too. Like, we played here so much. And this is like the perfect day to be here too, because it's not raining and the sun is shining behind me. I mean, it's cold, but it's just so pretty, you guys. I probably shouldn't be out here by myself. There is like a lot of wildlife. Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this around. Whoa! Be loud. Sorry. Settings, camera, forward. There we go. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now. I'm at Clarks Creek Park. It's a beautiful place. Wonderful for grounding and connecting back to source, back to just everything in general. I know a lot of people, like, depending on where you live, you don't live near a forest. I can't wait to see you. Yes, it is so exciting because, you know, sometimes you have to go back, and that's okay. So, like, we moved to Las Vegas, and it was a wonderful experience. I don't regret it. It was beautiful in its own way, right? And it was unique. It was a unique experience that not a lot of people get. Like, I don't know of anybody really who just, like, all right, we're gonna move to Vegas, you know, or I'm gonna move here because it's cold and I want to move somewhere hot. So then you do it. Like, it's very immature, right? Like, according to society, this is an immature thing for you to do, but I love it. I love that we can do that. I love that we can just pick up and go experience somewhere else. Oh, I forgot. You're not facing that way anymore. But I'll turn it so you guys can see. It's just really pretty. I mean, they still have mountains and hills and stuff in Vegas, but I don't know. There's something about being here with all the trees and the birds. There's no birds, really. I mean, there's pigeons. But, you know, this is different. There's just so many sounds, so many beautiful things. The leaves are all changing colors, and I don't know. This is just a really cool place. In fact, the pictures that I have, the main picture of the path on the Facebook page, Interconnections, that is from this park. Yes, it is the gypsy soul in me, absolutely. So I'm going to turn so you guys can see this tree, because this tree is like one of my favorites. I don't know if you can see. It's just a cool thing. Yes, Sarah, I want you to come see this place so bad, because I like, it's so different. It's just so unique. Like, there's no place like it, really. I mean, I feel like everybody thinks that about their hometowns, and that's probably true, that there is no place like your home. Actually, I'm getting kind of warm walking around. Sorry. It's just so different. I don't know how to explain it or express it, but it's just such a beautiful place. And there's blackberry bushes everywhere, and there's birds, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's just awesome. I love it. It's just not a place that can be, duplicated somewhere else, right? Like, and I think I had to leave. I had to go someplace else that was so different. I needed that. I needed something different so that I could appreciate the things about Puyallup and Washington and, the Pacific Northwest in general. There are things I needed to appreciate that I didn't appreciate before. It's a cool tree. I feel connected. Yeah, it's a portal thing. Trees are portals. Their roots go down deep into the earth. And there's somebody running here, and I'm walking up a hill. Hi there. Good morning. That's the fun thing, you guys, about doing lives, is you get to see me interact with humans. But anyway, I'm walking up this hill that's kicking my butt. This is what happens when you sit in your car for 20 hours. You can't walk up a hill without getting winded. Okay, cool. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna get to the top of this hill before I speak and think. Almost there. Okay. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed to be out of breath, because it means my body is working and needs to work more, but this is a great way to get back into shape, So, yeah, it's not even like they're big hills, y'all. Like, I used to be able to run these trails, walk them, no problem. Anyway, I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, I was talking about gratefulness. So, about a couple months ago, I went to visit some family in Spokane, and still being in Vegas for several months, and went to Spokane, and I landed in Seattle, actually. And as I was in Seattle, I just started to cry. And it was weird because I had no reason to. Like, I don't want to be in Seattle. But, seeing the sky and seeing the trees, and everybody was so nice. Like, everybody was wearing masks, but everybody was still nice. Like, hello, how are you? How's your day? Whatever. And it was just so nice. It was so nice to be back. The energy was different. The energy just felt light and happy and relaxing and calm. I don't know. Anyway, so when I was in Seattle, I realized how ungrateful I had been towards my hometown. Yeah, I am going to get into shape really fast because that was another hill. But now I'm going to go down towards the hatchery. So it's only 10:11, so I've got time. Let me not bite it. Maybe I'll turn the camera back around so you guys can see. There we go. I just heard some sort of yelping noise, but whatever. Anyway, so this is the path down to the fish hatchery, so we're gonna go check it out. I wonder that too. Why are people nice in some places and not in other places? Vegas has a very certain feel to it. It's very party central, all like, not everybody is like this, but it has that feel, that like everyone's out for themselves kind of feel. Let me show you guys everything. It's kind of dark over here because you guys can see there's more tree coverage and the sun's kind of over there. So, but that's where I'm walking down. But But yeah, it kind of has that like everyone's out for themselves kind of feel. This is a general statement, but women are also treated very differently there, I've noticed. And it's very, very difficult for you to make friends if you're not there for a long period of time. So I had a very difficult time because I'm a friendly person, so I would say like, oh, good morning, you know, to people. I can tell you one story. Whoop, almost fell. Yeah, I know, that was funny. Anyway, Crow just laughed at me. But I said hello, good morning to this dude, right? I was walking Honey, and I said, oh, hey there, good morning. And this lady starts screaming at me from her car saying, don't say hello to my man. He doesn't care about you or your dog. And I was like, whoa, like I just said good morning. You know, I'm just being polite. It's not that serious, lady. Like, relax. I don't want your man. Just said hi. But that was kind of the encounters I had pretty continuously there with people other than the people I worked with, was like, don't make eye contact, don't say anything, pretend they don't exist. The only time I didn't experience that was with people who were younger or who weren't from Vegas. So like transplants from other places were not that like mean. But it was definitely very hard. Yeah, it is kind of like a fairy world, a fairy kingdom, if you will. And I'm going to take you guys over to the fish hatchery just because I have a little time. And then I have to do some research. My little sister, oh my gosh, you guys, it was so sweet. So you know how I'm all about crystals and crystal grids and stuff like that. I haven't done a YouTube video about that yet, but I'm hoping to do that hopefully this week sometime or next week, kind of depending. But she wanted me to come see her crystal grid, and I was like kind of like distracted and tired, so I was like, oh, you know, I'll come see it in a minute, whatever. And then I was like, all right guys, whoa, police or somebody. Oh, I think it's the fish hatchery alarm. That's funny. But anyway, so finally I was like, all right, I'm gonna get going. She's like, but you haven't seen my crystal grid yet. So I'm gonna turn the camera back around just because there's somebody up there. Hey Nanette, I'm exploring today. There we go. Hi. So anyway, so she was like, I really want you to see my crystal grid. So I was like, okay, let me go see. And she showed it to me, and it was so cute and sweet. She's only 11 years old, but her favorite thing right now is crystals. And so it was really sweet. And then my mom, of course, showed me her crystal grid, and I was like, wow, you guys do actually like listen to me when I talk about spiritual stuff. That's awesome. How are you doing, Nanette? How's your day going? Thank you for being here. We're exploring Clarks Creek Park. Well, actually, we're coming into the fish hatchery here in a second. And I'm going to show you guys. So I'm coming up to this bridge, and there's like a little creek. This is where the salmon typically go. There's like a salmon run. I don't see any salmon right now. It's a little cold. Oh, over here? Oh, there we go.
And then there's one stuff right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, they're huge. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see. Thank you. Okay, so down there. Oh, it's hard to see, but you can kind of see there's a line in the water right there. That is a huge salmon. I'm doing really good, Nanette. I'm just wanting to do a video with you guys today. Oh, it's splashing around. There's a bunch right over there. Oh. Do you know what cycle or part of the cycle they're in right now?
They're getting ready to spawn. Some of them look like they're almost making their it's called a red, where they lay the eggs. The female lays eggs. The guy puts sperm, and they put gravel over top of it.
Oh, cool.
They'll keep moving up. You've been up the trail this way?
No, not
It
yet.
goes along the creek and up to a pond up there.
Oh, wow.
The hatchery's right there.
Awesome. Yeah, I just moved back, so I'm still kind of
Where'd you move back from?
Las Vegas.
Oh,
Yeah,
is this home?
this is home, yeah. So I'm definitely glad to be back. Sorry, guys, I'm just going to ignore you for a second. But no, it's all right. No, I appreciate that because I'm like, I'm excited to be down here. All right, well, thank you
Have a
for all
nice
your
day.
information. You too.
You're gonna walk up there and see this more?
Yeah, I just want to see. I hear they're expanding the fish hatchery. Oh, here I'll move it over this way. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. The fish hatchery. Yes, nature walk, absolutely. I'm doing really good. I'm super happy. I got a great night's sleep last night. I had a cup and a half of coffee. Oh, and he's motioning me over here because I'm guessing there's other ones. Yes. Being back in Washington is nice because people are nice. Oh my gosh, they're huge. So this is cool. Look, everybody. So you can, oh yeah, you can definitely see a lot better. Oh, they're so huge. They're beautiful. Ooh, happy little guys. Awesome. I remember before we left, we came down here and they were really tiny and they were all kind of dying away. So I'm gonna see, I know they're expanding over here too. So I'm just curious. This is just like my own general curiosity to see how things look over here. There's a little guy over there under there. I don't know if you can see him. He's hiding. It's so nice to be back, you guys. There's water and trees and stuff. Yeah, I know I'm a nerd. It's okay. I accept this about myself. Okay, and so here's the fish hatchery. So all of this is the fish hatchery. Once a year, so I make sure I say this all correctly, but they release all the salmon out because there's the Puyallup River, and people want to go and fish and do all that kind of stuff. And it's one of Ryan's favorite things to go out into the Puyallup River and fish. But here's some, I'm not sure what part of their development, but you can see them kind of jumping. You can see them jumping around. Seems like they're hungry, guys. There's a lot of bugs around, so. Yeah. Oh, there was a spider touching me. Ah! I don't do spiders. I was wondering there was something tickling me. I thought it was an electric fence. Turns out it was a friggin' spider. Sorry, like freak out. I don't like spiders. Okay, so anyway, that is the fish hatchery. This is the Puyallup hatchery. They are rebuilding. I just saw a sign that says Puyallup hatchery rebuild, which is right there. Okay, so any questions about that? This was kind of an impromptu thing. I wasn't expecting to walk all the way down here, but that's all right. Still fun. Cool. Random. Oh shoot, now I'm lost. Now I can't remember how to get back. It's over here. I'm just kidding, I know where it's at. So yeah, that's the fish hatchery, and now there's like cars driving all over the place. Here's the path. Awesome, I'm so excited, you guys. This has been so, I know maybe for you it's not quite as interesting, but for me, it's so nice to come back here. It's very grounding for me to be here and be by this little creek with all the fish. They're so happy jumping around. So that guy said that they're spawning right now. So they're laying their eggs, and then the male fish fertilizes the eggs, and then covers it with gravel. So all those lines in the water, those are fish. Ugh. Now I feel all creepy and crawly, Nanette. Oh, I don't like spiders. Actually, that was one of the reasons I wanted to move away from this place, is because, like, especially during this time of year, all the spiders come out. And I do not like spiders. Okay, Sarah, no worries. So yeah, this is my home park. This is my safe place, as my mom would call it. My mom calls any place that you come to, sorry, I've got a spirit walking behind me. It's so funny, you guys, because this really is my home, and so I do feel a very strong connection to it. And I also know all of this land used to belong to the tribes. The Puyallup tribe, especially, is really nearby. And we also have the Muckleshoot tribe and a few others I can't think of off the top of my head right now, but all of this land used to belong to the Native Americans, obviously. And they've been shoved onto reservations. And so usually when I come into this forest area, I feel spirits. But because I've been developing so much spiritually, I can actually see them and feel them. I do believe this is one of my guides, though, because I see him with me quite often. But when I left here, I created this disconnect with them. He says yes. Disconnected from him. So I have amends to make while I'm here. Oh yeah, I don't like spiders, man. Ugh. Don't see a lot of mice out here, though. Really, you see squirrels and birds and spiders. And, you know, mosquitoes and gnats and stuff like that. Sorry, guys, I'm about to get all out of breath again because I'm about to walk up these hills. But I'm going to try to talk through my out of shapeness. But hey, that's what makes it more authentic, right? Like, you know, I love exercising. I used to be really in shape. But I was so sick for those 3 weeks, I wasn't working out at all. And of course, in Vegas, it's so friggin' hot. Apparently right now it's perfect weather, so whatever. But we're about to walk up this hill and try not to die. But this is what it's all about, y'all. This is what spirituality and general health, this is what it's all about. Connecting back with your guides, connecting back with nature, bringing it all back. And if there's anything you guys see, let me know. Or a direction you want things pointed in. This hill does not look as steep to you guys as it actually friggin' is. So here we go. Show you guys. And of course there's snakes too. Oh, drop of water just fell on my head. Oh, huge beetle. It doesn't look as big as it actually is. Makes me crazy. I'm not gonna hurt you, friend. We're almost to the top. Now, not at this park, but there is another park where you see a lot of bunny rabbits. Oh, now I'm all sweaty. Whatever. I'll turn it around now so you guys can see me. There we go. Hi. So yeah, I love this place. It's beautiful. Just show you guys, like, this is all it is. Just connecting back, being true to yourself, being gracious to yourself and others. You know, that thing about gratitude is like really big for me right now because it's something I have to work on. You know, I'm the youngest of, or I was for the first 18 years of my life, I was the youngest of 7 or 6. And I always got everything I wanted, right? If something wasn't good enough, I'd go and ask for something better, you know? If I had hand-me-downs or whatever, I'd tell my mom it was too big, which, y'all, like, for real, usually when I got hand-me-downs, it was too big. But, you know, my point is, like, I've been an ungrateful brat for a lot of my life. So this trip to Vegas kind of taught me that, like, oh, okay, you're cold. All right, go to the desert. Oh, you're taking advantage of the fact that you have these beautiful forests. Okay, we'll send you to the desert. It was a self-imposed prison, but that's all right. You're tired now. I'm strangely invigorated. I feel a lot of energy. Like, the energy in this forest is different. So the energy of the desert is much more like survival, like kill or be killed. Like, you have to find a way to survive, like very survivalist feeling. In these forests, it's very calm. It's very understanding and welcoming and gracious. Like, if you take care of us, we'll take care of you kind of feeling. It's very different. It's beautiful. And for me, it's very calming because I've been in this survivalist state for the last 9 months and, been sick and unhealthy ever since I moved to the desert. And it was really about making sure that I find a way to be grateful for what I have. I think it's awesome. I'm trying to become enlightened. I try to be wise. Doesn't always work. But I am definitely working on things, right? Like, I am a work in progress. I don't come on these YouTube channels and Facebook pages. Like, I don't come on here saying, like, look how perfect and great my life is. Everything's just so wonderful and perfect. Like, I don't do that because, 1, I'd be lying to you, and I don't lie. And 2, it belittles the experience. It belittles the journey. Oh, there's people up there. I'm like, I'm hearing people. It belittles the progress that you make. And it belittles the progress that other people can make. So I'm out here. I haven't worked out. I mean, I worked out a couple days, but hi there, good morning. Haven't worked out in quite some time, not regularly. So, seeing me out here and doing stuff. Hi, good morning. Oh, I like your boots. Those are so cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're never done when it comes to developing. That's true. Even the gurus, they'll tell you that they might have the right answer, but they're always tested. You're never done. You're done when you die, pretty much. Not to be gruesome, but when you're dead, well, some people say that when you're dead, that's when the real work begins, but I have no idea of knowing whether or not that's true because I'm not dead and I have not done any sort of Akashic records or anything like that. But it is nice. People are always happier when they're out walking around out here. Nobody has to worry about wearing masks. Nobody has to worry about sickness. Nobody has to worry about anything because you're out here and you're in nature, The trees aren't going to make you sick. Sorry, I know it's really bright right there. I'm trying to find a direction. There we go. So that you guys don't get blinded. But the sun, it's so pretty, but I don't want it to blind you guys as you watch. But anyway, the point is to show you guys that you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. There's a bug in my face. But that's almost one of the reasons why I prefer doing lives, because like even if there's nobody here watching it, people do watch the replays, and you know, seeing me be a normal person validates and normalizes other people being normal. Like, nobody expects you to be perfect. Well, actually, that's not true. Everybody expects you to be perfect. But the reality is that nobody is, right? Like, there's no such thing as perfect. There's no such thing as developed. There's no such thing as having everything together, right? And it's funny, I was listening to Alanis Morissette yesterday, and her song, oh shoot, what one is it? But anyway, she's saying like, the thing is that nobody has it figured out just yet, and that's true. It doesn't matter how old you are, if you're 12 years old or 89 years old, you don't have it figured out. There's still things you don't know, you know? But I'm almost out to the end of this here trail. I turned around at the fish hatchery. It's a nice little loop. I know this is just me exploring. I am hoping to go live a little bit later. I'm gonna go see my grandmother my grandmother's grave. I have not gone. The only time I've been to a graveyard ever in my whole life was when we buried her, and I have not been back since. I've never gone to go see the gravesite or anything, and there's reasons for that. I mean, it's an emotional experience, that's true, but I'm very sensitive to energy, right? Like, I'm an empath, I'm an intuitive, I'm a medium, I'm a channeler, I do all these things, and my fear has always been that if I were to go to the cemetery, I would be overwhelmed and overloaded by spirit. And now I'm kind of at this state where I realize that, one, I can control my energy, and I can control other energy, right? Like, I can set protection, and I can organize spirit in my head, and I can rely on my guides to help me. But also, like, fear is a manifester, just like anything else. And if I'm manifesting being overwhelmed by spirit, I'm a powerful manifester, so I know what's going to happen. So, you know, learning and growing as we go. Yes, you're welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming with me. Oh, yes, Sarah wants to know if you had a chance to check out that Moonology deck, because she did look it up on Amazon. So I'm thinking that's next on her list. So if you could answer that for her real quick. I am hoping to upload, like I said, another video here soon. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Share it if you will. If you actually happen to know of any places in this area that you want to see or explore, drop that in the comments. If you have any questions about this place that I'm at, Clark's Creek, or any other questions about anything, you can always drop that in the comments as well. I'm always open to questions. Make sure you check out our Facebook channel, Interconnections, as well as Sarah's YouTube channel, FM Perspective, where she does more of the like going to cemeteries, communicating with spirit, paranormal investigations kind of stuff. I may or may not get into that as time goes by. I have not decided yet, but I do know that once a week I'm going to be getting into some tarot and oracle deck stuff. I actually just got a new deck yesterday. It's not new, it's a very old deck. It's a cartouche deck. So hopefully Wednesday or Thursday, they'll be alive up here going through the cartouche deck. I haven't even had a chance to look at it. I just got it yesterday. So we'll keep you in touch with that. Oh, you found it at Walmart. That's hilarious. Oh, Nanette, do you have a YouTube channel or a Facebook page or something like that? We'd love to come see you randomly. But that's awesome. Before I jump off, I'm just curious and nosy about Nanette. Oh, cool, you're buying it today. That's awesome. That's so funny that you found it at Walmart. It's a great deck. Hi, good morning. All right. Just curious to see what Nanette has going on because I'm nosy. But yeah, this is it, guys. This is the forest. This is one of many little hiking spots. Very easy hikes too. So that's another thing. If you are interested in grounding and hiking and things like that, you know, always trying to find something that's within your experience level. So right now I'm a bit out of shape. So this was like the perfect morning walk for me. No, just plain old me. That's awesome though. That's so cool. I can't wait to hear your, if you know, want to let us know, update us on the Interconnections page. We'd love to hear how it goes. I'm sure you're probably going to visit somebody and not just like doing paranormal stuff like us, but you know, still we're interested. You're not plain. I agree. Send us some pics. Yes, absolutely. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on my little walkabout. And I love you all very much. Thank you guys for always being here. I hope this has motivated you a little bit or given you some insight. Whoa, that was really cool. A leaf just like super slowly fell from a tree. But anyway, all right. I will talk to you guys all later. Thank you for being here. Check out the Facebook page, Interconnections, and Sarah's YouTube channel, FM Perspective. And I will see you guys all a little bit later. All right.